We tried. And then one day she just told me, she goes, I love you for who you are. She goes, you have been the greatest husband that I could ever ask for. She goes, you have been the best father I could have asked for our daughter.
Mm-hmm.
She goes, I'm not attracted to women, I'm attracted to men. And I understood what she meant by that. I did. And she goes, I want a divorce. And I got that. It killed me. It did. I love this woman to death. And I
Do
still
you
love her.
understand like where she's coming from? Like she's not attracted. She's probably attracted to just like a regular man,
Yes, she's
not like an
attracted to,
effeminate
yes.
man that like wants to be a woman.
Yes, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And and she did. She filed for. I told her, file for divorce, do whatever you want. I'll sign the papers. I don't care what it is. And my daughter left my life for a couple of years. Luckily, I got my daughter back in my life thanks to my ex-wife. And until the day she was taken away from me and my ex-wife. And me and my ex-wife are still very good friends to this day. We talk all the time. And I'm lucky right now. I have another wife that supports me for who I am, that loves me for who I am. And but I can't hide who I am anymore. This is the only way I feel comfortable for being me, if that makes sense.
I mean, I understand what you're saying again, but I'm looking at it in like a more traditional lens, right? Where
Okay.
I'm looking at it as like, as parents, especially as parents, and as somebody that's married too. I'm married for 12 years. Well, I'm with my husband for 13 years. I'm married for 12, almost 12 now.
Uh-huh.
I look at it as like, if my husband came out and said that I'm a woman, I would immediately divorce him. Like, I wouldn't even, like, I would just be so confused and hurt because that's not the life that I wanted for myself, right? Like, I wanted to just marry a boring, old, balding man with chest hair, right? Like, that was just my life. That's what I wanted to have. And men that are confused about their gender or their sexuality is just not somebody that I'm interested in being with. And it's not hateful to see that, right? Like, you look at growing olds with your husband, and I don't look at growing olds with my husband, gender confused, wearing dresses and makeup. It's just not something that I'm into, right? And it's
of course.
other people are into it. Other people don't care. You got remarried. It's fine, right? But the thing is that my contention really is that, so you're a dad, and I don't want to speak negatively on anybody's child. I look at it as like we're putting the needs of ourselves before the needs of our children, right? So when something's bothering me or something is going on in my life, I don't want it to negatively affect my child, right?
Of course, yeah.
So I'll keep it in and I'll do what I have to do on my own to figure out my problem without causing distress for my children. Okay. And what I'm looking at this ideology is, it's almost like the same story over and over again, right? Like, you didn't know, you knew at 7, and it's always 7, which I find to be so odd, but it is what it is.
I've talked to other people and they say different ages. So I mean, I'm not going to say what you're saying is wrong, because I won't.
I'm just telling you what I've experienced.
No, and I understand that. I do understand.
I always hear like 7 years old, second grade. They knew they were different. They knew they were a girl, and it's always men that say this. But I look at it as like, we have a responsibility, right? Mm-hmm. So why not just keep however you're feeling internally to yourself and let your children just have a dad?
My daughter, when she was alive,
I'm sorry for your loss.
No, it's okay. That's when I say my daughter was taken away from me and my wife. My daughter asked me one time, what do you want me to call you? And I said, you call me whatever you want. I'm your father. That's never going to change. I can't change that. Mm-hmm. She has a mom. That was her mom. I would never tell my daughter, I am your mom, because that is a lie. To me, that is a lie.
But it's the same lie as saying you're a woman, in my opinion.
And I get where you're coming from. It's just how I feel.
But that's like the $1 million question. Like, what is the feeling? Tell us the feeling. Like, I think the whole chat wants to know. Let me take an intermission. Chat, first of all, can you guys tap the live and share it? I want to bump the live out if we can. And if anybody in the chat wants to know what the woman feeling is, type me in the chat.
I know everybody wants to know that.
Everybody wants to know.
Oh God.
Tell me. Please, I'm begging.
It's just, I guess it's a.
Not the mustache.
I know. I know somebody on this app is like, "Don't give me that." I'm like, Jesus Christ, it's
That's not.
God
That's
damn.
natty.
I wore that kind of hat for too many damn years anyway. So, it's just I don't know how to explain it. The inner self of me always felt like this. It always felt more.
Felt what? What is the feeling? If you have a feeling that's this strong, you have to be able to express it.
Oh God, it's feeling more feminine than I do masculine, if that makes sense. I don't feel.
But femininity isn't parallel with women.
No, and I get that.
Parallel. I mean, it's not parallel, right? Like, we don't want to sit here and be like, oh, we're just feminine people. There's so many other things that we are, right? And femininity is like, it's somewhere on that scale, but it's not on every woman's scale, and it's not a big deal on the scale either.
Yeah, because I mean, like somebody wrote in the chat, just wear a dress. It's not for a woman, and I'll say this, and tell me if I'm wrong or right. Being a woman, you don't have. It's not wearing a dress. Woman wears all kinds of clothes. They don't just only wear dresses. You know, people say. I asked somebody one time, "What's a woman?" Or they were like, "What's a woman?" I told them what my definition was, and they were like, "Well, no,
What
a
is your
woman wears a
definition?
dress."
Just femininity. You said it's just femininity.
No. For me, that's what it was. It's just.
But then you could just want to present as a more feminine presenting man. There's nothing wrong with that.
No,
I think
that.
claiming the label of woman and then claiming femininity is a problem.
I don't feel comfortable in my body. That's the easiest way I could explain it. When I look down and I see up till now, up till in November, when I used to look down, what I see, it wasn't me.
What do you mean to November?
I had surgery back in November.
You did not. You cut off your dick and balls.
No. That's coming up real soon. And it's not cutting them off. They're inverted.
Come on.
It is. It's inverted.
I know that it's inverted, but wait, what's the first surgery that you got?
Top surgery.
You got implants?
Yeah. Well, because the hormone therapy for me didn't do a lot. I think I got the most was a AA cup, and I wanted a little bit more. I'm not saying that because I used to tell people that just because a woman has small breasts, that doesn't make them a woman. You know, that doesn't make them a woman. I mean, it doesn't make them less than a woman. Excuse me.
Right, but in your framework, it does, because you don't accept your AA cups from your medication.
No, I did, but I wanted a little bit more.
So okay, so you got implants done, and then you're gonna get your dick and balls inverted. God. Put me in labor, I swear. I can't.
No, I know, it's okay. It's
my
okay.
God.
Yes.
Why?
Because it'll make me feel more better about myself. It'll help my gender dysphoria. I suffer from bad gender dysphoria.
What does it feel like?
The best way I can explain it, I'll go right back to it, is what I see. Everything is disgusting to me. It's not me. Chris, let me explain it. I tried getting a knife and just cutting it.
Don't say anything negative and vulgar.
No. I don't want to get your life taken down. I try to literally take care of that on my own. And not unliving myself. Okay. I've done that stupid shit too. Why
not go talk to somebody? Like, why not go to inpatient therapy for 6 months and be like, I'm going to take this object and I'm going to remove my balls. I need help. Why not do that first? Like, why not do like 6 months of like inpatient therapy?
I go to therapy. I still talk to my therapist every week from back home.
And they said to go do it?
It's what I need. It's going to make me feel better. I've even talked to my doctors about it.
Oh, God. I just don't understand these doctors. It's just insane that you're going to like completely, you might have severe complications.
Oh, believe me, you don't know the complications I'm worried about. I'm not worried about that complication. I'm worried about a complication that I've had before with surgery, and that was having a major stroke and almost unaliving because of it. I had a major
Why would
stroke
you
at
put your
32.
body through? Why would you put your body through that? That's like crazy.
I already know what my chances are of having another stroke are, and they're very high. But I'm doing it for me. If something happens to me, it happens. I cannot stop it. If I
You
don't,
can, but no, but you can. You can stop it by not doing it.
I know that, and I won't disagree with you on that. Maybe that's a oh God, I don't even know the word for what I said, but but I if I don't do what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna end up unaliving myself because
How?
my
How?
because
I don't.
my dysphoria gets so bad. My mental status. My mental status. I told you where my mental status was last week.
Yeah.
I almost unalived myself last Monday.
Well, because you're getting dragged across TikTok.
Yeah, well, all this cyberbullying crap needs to freaking stop. I just wish it would and just leave me alone.
Yeah, well, it's not going to, and you can.
Well, yeah, because I know I get it. I
I've
know
been
you
getting
get
dragged
it.
I've been getting dragged for 2 years.
Yeah.
I would never ever harm myself over somebody else's stupidity. And I'm not saying that words don't hurt people. We know that obviously words affect other people. But my contention really is going to be why not go into like extreme hardcore therapy, right? For 6 months to figure out why you don't like your body. Is it depression? Do you have anxiety?
Uh-oh.
Sorry.
Uh-oh.
Do you have PTSD?
No, I don't have PTSD.
Do you have any other like mental health conditions?
Other than bipolar, no.
Okay, so you have bipolar. What about depression?
No.
Well, if and you're having
No,
you're having ideations.
I was never really diagnosed with bipolar. I mean, depression. Even when I tried to unalive myself before, it was a cry out for help, just to be able to talk to somebody. That's what my psychiatrist told me.
So your psychiatrist said that you tried to harm yourself, and your psychiatrist didn't link that to anything?
He said it was my bipolar, and of course I've been diagnosed with what is it, HDAD and
ADHD,
attention deficit disorder.
hyperactive disorder. All right. Okay, so you have multiple mental health conditions. You have bipolar, you had unaliving ideations,
Two.
and you have ADHD.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, why not work on those three things first?
I have been working on those three things. Believe me, my bipolar, I don't even need medicine to control my bipolar. I can tell when it's coming up, and I do what I have to control it.
Do you think that?
I'm sorry. Uh-oh. I can't hear you.
Okay, is that better?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry guys, I'm getting phone calls. Do you think it's possible? You think it's a possibility that your gender dysphoria is like a tertiary symptom of like multiple comorbidities?
I don't think so. My psychiatrist doesn't believe so.
Like you have like other issues, right? Like you have that, and then there's three other issues. Is it possible that those three issues can cluster to make you feel not good about yourself? Because every person that I speak to that has gender dysphoria, everyone that I've spoken to has at least two other mental health conditions, whether it's autism, ADHD, bipolar, PTSD, whatever. There's always like multiple other comorbidities for mental health that I feel like should get treated first before we cut off dick and balls.
No, of course. No, and I you make me laugh when you say that, so please forgive me.
I always say dick and balls. Don't worry about it. It's not personal.
It's okay. It's okay.
But I'm just saying, like, wouldn't we want to treat that first before we go and do like the worst, most horrific operation on planet Earth?
No, and I understand that. And like I said, I still speak to my psychiatrist once a week over the phone because I moved from one state to another. But my psychiatrist and I are we became very close, and he's the only one I can talk to. Well, him and two other therapists I talk to from back home. that I talk to every week about what's going on with me.
Okay. And then let's talk. I'm going to talk about a topic that I don't know if it's going to make you uncomfortable, but obviously you know what organophilia is, right?
Yes.
Do you think you know?
Okay, a little bit. Yes, I do a little bit.
You know what it is a little bit, or you have it a little bit?
I know what it is a little bit.
Okay. Do you? You're only female attracted, right?
Yes.
You don't date any males.
No, I've never been with a man.
Okay.
I've been attracted to. Let me rephrase that. I have been attracted to two men in my life, but that's it. But I've never gone out with a man or anything.
Okay. So you're only sexually attracted to women, females, right?
Yes, and it's not even sexual because me and my wife have been together going, well, oh God, I don't know how many years we've been dating, but I've been living with her now. We're married for a year now. I've been living with her now for 4 years, but there is no smex involved. None.
So there's no intimacy with your wife.
No.
Okay. Well, I mean, I guess
whatever that word is, I can't think of what that word is called. Yes, thank you.
Okay. But you did use your dick and balls to have a baby.
Yeah, back then, yeah.
I'm going to tell you why I'm asking you this. It's because when I hear people that are so dysphoric that they want to take their life, the most dysphoric part of them would be their sword, right? So they wouldn't want to use their sword to penetrate anything, because I couldn't imagine the dysphoria that would arise from that, right? Does that make sense? Like, if you're so dysphoric, why would you? It's like it's the organ that makes you male. It's literally what makes you male.
And I understand what you're saying there. Did I use it to do it? Did I use that thing to create a child? Yes, I did. I had sex with my...
Did you use it for not creating a child? Did you just use it for fun on a Friday night when you went to the bar and got drunk? I mean, my husband uses it all the time. That's why I'm asking.
Did I use it? Yeah. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. So the way I look at it is like, if you were severely dysphoric, that...
But my dysphoria wasn't. I had everything under control back then. I was able to hide so much. Christie, people told me when I came out, and I'm talking about personal friends of mine that know me almost all my life now, that when I came out, they told me, they go, out of everybody we know, you would have been the last person we would have ever thought about being any part of the LGBTQI community. Out of everybody we knew, how well I covered it up. I'm serious. For what I used to do for a living out of high school, I mean, and I'm not going to say a male sport, but because there is women now that do it.
What is it?
I used to bull ride for a long time. I rodeoed for a long time.
Okay.
I've been stepped on, I've been horned, I've been kicked, I've gone through shit. And so yes, I hid it that damn well. I fought it inside me, and I didn't let anything control it. I had it under control. It just got to the point to where it kept coming back. This feeling kept coming back, and I didn't know what to do with it. And I was like, I'm done fighting it. I want to just be me.
When you were bull riding, it came back?
No, it was after I gave it up because I had to, because of my back's destroyed because of it. I can't do it anymore.
Okay.
I don't have no cartridge in between my disc, and all the hurt I've been through, I can't do it anymore.
Okay. So, but again, okay, so you're female attracted. When did you transition? How long ago? I'm not talking about like self-declaring. I'm talking about like, when did you start taking hormones and like...
I came out 22 years ago. I started transitioning 20 years ago. I've been on hormone therapy for 20
years.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So 20 years you're on HRT, you're on wrong sex hormones. Then you got breast implants. You're female attracted. You had a child. You were married to a woman. Do you ever look at your body and get like aroused?
No.
Like, you don't look at your body, like when you got your boobs done, were you like, oh my God, this is amazing?
No. No. If anybody does, it's disgusting to me.
Did you used to like cross dress when you were younger, like dress in women's clothes?
Hiding in my room a little bit, yes.
Like taking women's like panties, women's undies, bras, things like that, like in the sneak, like in your room quietly.
Yes.
Okay, so you cross dress also. I mean, in my opinion, it's like classic autogynephilia. You know, it's more of a fetish than it would be an actual gender dysphoria diagnosis.
But it's not a fetish to me.
Maybe it's
I
not
don't
to
need
you.
But I don't need to
That's like calling like an alcoholic that drinks every day that they're an alcoholic, and they're like, well, not really, because I only drink 4 drinks a day.
Yeah, well, I know people like that, so believe me.
Well, I'm just saying, like you're hitting. I'm not a doctor, right? But you're
Yeah.
hitting the markers for autogynephilia, and I would urge you to not remove your bottom. I mean, that's just insane.
But
It's very dangerous.
for me, it's not a fetish. I don't need the clothes to make me feel like who I am.
But you need the surgery. You need the hormones. You need the makeup.
The hormone. But it's like we said though. It's not the makeup. That doesn't make a woman. It doesn't do anything like that. Do I like wearing makeup? Yes, I do. Um, um, it's just something inside me that's telling me that it makes me feel better to when I had top surgery, I was scared. I was scared to the day. Matter of fact, the day I had top surgery, I even asked myself, "Is this the right thing I'm doing right now?" And I said, "Yes, it is." And I went ahead and did it. I mean, I fought with myself back and forth on it. When I found out the day I got approved for my top surgery, I fought for days and days and days, going back and forth. Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, until I finally said, "Yes, I'm doing it. I'm done. I'm not fighting this anymore. It'll make me feel better." People tell me after I had top surgery, we see you come back. We don't know where you've been, but we see the real Ashley coming back. It just made me feel better, if that makes sense.
I mean, I don't know. Is implants really like curing your? Is it making you more outgoing with breast implants? Like that's what it sounds like.
I don't know. I can't explain it. It just made me feel better.
All right. So a couple of things. Okay. So I would just say that you have like clear signs of autogynephilia, which would be like a fetishistic disorder, right? Again, I'm not a doctor, but I would bring it up to your doctor before you go get surgery and cut off your dick and balls. I would just talk to him about that and see if that's something that you could link to, because that might change your mind about getting your bottom removed, because it's a really extremely dangerous surgery.
No, I know that. Any surgery for me is dangerous because of a previous surgery I had, and I don't. And when it comes to surgeries, I don't take surgeries lightly. I don't. I think about it, and I'm talking any surgery. I don't care if it's to because I have 2 implants for pain control. Even when I have those replaced, I don't take those surgeries lightly, and they're in and out surgery. And I don't even take that surgery lightly because blood clots that I could form. So I don't take anything. I don't take it not serious. I'm very careful what I do because I don't.
He just got removed for schmuocidal ideation. I think I'm gonna have to restart. Come right back.